Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah ma ba'd. We've had two questions which are very similar in nature. The first question, the person is asking, I entered into a car park and I didn't know I had to pay for it. And then I left. What do I do about that? And another person is asking about a course that they've enrolled onto and they want to share its contents and whether they should do it or not. Now, the answer to both of these questions is that the person must go back to customer services and contact the admin. This is because when you have entered into a person's land, when you have signed to take a person's intellectual property, you've got terms and conditions with that person. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, Ya alladhina amanu awfu bil uqud. You've got an agreement with that person, fulfill that trust. Al-Muslimun inda shurutihim. The Muslims are bound by their conditions. In another hadith, in talking about believers, that the Messenger of Allah said, La yahillu, it is not permissible to take the wealth of your brother, illa min tibi nafsi, unless if he's given permission to take it. So now, this person has entered into this car park. There could be a penalty. It could be that they let him off, or they could just say, listen, whatever period you stayed for, you pay that, and then you can just carry on. That is because that's now their haqq. And if a person has entered not knowing, then that's his own negligence. He can't just say, well, I didn't know, so I'm not going to pay. And the same thing when it comes to the course. You've now signed up to the course to benefit from the course, etc. You've got now materials from the course. You want to do something which has not been stipulated. You have to take these issues back to customer services. Now, these are just two examples. And the reason why I'm recording this is because the principle here is when you've got the haqq of another person involved, you need to ask for their permission. And the only way is if you speak to them directly or you speak to their representative, like I said, to the receptionist or some kind of, managerial role or customer service or something like that, so that they can know what's happened and then they give you permission to either carry on or that they take their rights. So this is not really an Islamic issue. The only Islamic part of it is the fact that you now have something which belongs to somebody else. There is a mutual contract and transaction between you, but you are now asking, I find myself in a situation which is not a normal situation. What do I do? You need to seek permission from them before you can make your decision. This is because the rights of people must be returned back to them. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He grants us tawfiq. Wallahu a'lam wa sallallahu ala nabiyyina.